Good morning from Munich. We have finally arrived back in Germany and we are home and we are standing in front of AgriLution. AgriLution is a company, it's a startup here in Munich, and they build small machines where you can grow your own vegetables and plants in your kitchen. You can have this machine at home, and we will talk to them about vertical farming and farming at your own house or apartment, wherever you want to put this machine. And later on, we are going back to the city center of Munich. We are really looking forward to spend our day here, and we're happy that you're coming with us.
My name is Max. I'm one of the co-founders of AgriLution. I co-founded the company in 2013 with a good friend of mine called Philip Wagner. And we're basically both managing directors of the company. We have 15 employees now, and we're developing a smart kitchen appliance to grow food at home, which we call the Plant Cube. It's actually like the first plug-in grow system out there, or meant to be. We're still working on the details, but essentially it's a smart device, so it's internet connected, it has Wi-Fi. We have automated lighting, LED lighting, which we developed together with Osram. We have full climate control, so we can regulate temperature and humidity, and it comes with an automated hydroponic watering system. So basically we can provide the perfect environment for plants to thrive without manual input from our customers.
What plants can you grow in there? Because probably you can't grow a big tomato or
Not yet,
something
no.
like this.
So at the moment we're focusing on mainly leafy green vegetables, herbs, lettuces. So we're starting with a portfolio of 24 different varieties when we launch in October. But we'll continuously be adding more things to the mix. And like one big thing that we're really interested in getting started with are strawberries, because they're also relatively small, and if you can harvest fresh strawberries like in the middle of winter in your own kitchen, that's pretty cool.
No, that's awesome.
Tomatoes is also something we're looking into, because there are a lot of really small varieties. Mm-hmm. They stop growing at like 25 or 30 centimeters, so they could even fit in there.
Okay. How many trays do you fit in there? I always see two, but you can always vary, right?
Yeah, so basically it's a two-layered system. Now is a good example because we can see it watering. It's starting to water in the top layer. So it's a two-layered system, and you can plant 4 different things per layer. So now some of the plants are taken out because they're measuring them over there. But usually all of the spots are covered, because if the light hits the water, then it'll start growing algae.
Do you add any nutrients to the water?
Yeah.
Or?
There are nutrients added to the water. We're working on integrating the nutrients into the substrate. So if you look at this, it's basically an organic substrate in which the seeds are integrated into, and that's what you get delivered at home. It arrives dry, you can store it for up to a year, and then the seeds start germinating and they penetrate it, and then the roots grow out of the bottom.
It smells really good.
So you can see the roots are really healthy because they're super white. They get a lot of oxygen. And then for the plants to reach this height, these are like maybe 3 days old, 4 days old. These down here are about 5 or 6 days.
Crazy. How did you come up with the idea to do this? What's your background, and how did you start the company?
I came across the topic of urban farming and vertical farming through a book back in the day. It was called The Vertical Farm. It was written by a guy called Dixon Despommier. He's a professor at Columbia University in New York. And the book just, it just got my attention, and I got so inspired by it because it somehow fused technology with agriculture. And I was always interested in food and how food is transported in the global food system, because it's really, really messed up and extremely unsustainable. So yeah, I was so fascinated by the book that I reached out to the author. I wrote him an email, and he replied within a couple of hours, and that like got me even more excited. So I started exchanging some emails with him, and then based on his recommendation, I moved to the Netherlands to study international food and agribusiness there. And the University of Applied Sciences, where I studied, had the biggest research facility for indoor plant cultivation. And that's how the whole thing got started. So when I graduated high school, I was looking for something I could do to have an impact on the world, to do something positive. And I really found my passion in the food system. Because the food system, the way it is built up, is very, very, very bad. A lot of people have too much, others don't have anything, so there's a huge imbalance. We're not going to solve the problem of hunger with a technology like this, but what we can partially solve, where vertical farming is a piece of the puzzle in solving the global food problem, is when it comes to healthy eating, because it reconnects people with how food is grown, how it's produced. And I would say like the normal people that live in industrialized worlds, they go to the supermarket and they think their food comes from the supermarket, which is bullshit, obviously. There's a lot of time and effort and money and resources that go into growing even just a head of lettuce.
This interview was super interesting in my opinion, because people like Max, they use technology and ideas to invent the future, and I deeply believe that vertical farming is a part of our future and will be a contributing factor in improving the situation about our food. We met Ken. Ken was supposed to be on the trip, but unfortunately he couldn't make it because you were busy.
Yeah, I was shooting in Budapest, Hungary, and I wish I could have done it. South of France would have been beautiful, but the shooting was prioritized.
Yeah, absolutely. It was planned that he joined us on when we were going from Montpellier to Cannes, but now we're here. Tonight is the big night.
A very exciting moment. Yeah, it's the European premiere of my film, Berlin Falling. We just had a world premiere last week in Shanghai.
How was that? How was the?
Amazing. Shanghai is a bubble in a bubble. It's really, I have a lot of was a lot of experience. I'm still have to chew on that. It was a very short, intense trip. People loved the film. I really enjoyed it, but it was a lot of input, and I'm still mesmerized.
Yeah, absolutely. Can you quickly summarize in a few sentences what the film is about for the audience?
Well, the film is about how far do you go for the ones you love. What does terror do with us, and should we let our fears manipulate us, or should we give others the chance through our fears to manipulate us? And this is basically the thing, what's important for me.
How long have you been working on this, and how much means this moment now for you?
Well, right now I'm just overexcited because this is Munich. I started my work here. I've done my first steps on Filmfest in Munich. Much too big suit of my dad, I sneaked into those first ceremonies, awards ceremonies, or events, or film nights, and just did my first steps there. And now, after 20 years, my director's debut is running in Munich. That's quite exciting.
So you guys, you have to go watch the film. When is it in the
When
cinema?
you're in Germany, you'll have the chance to see the film from the 13th to the 15th of July, exclusive for 3 days in the cinemas. And then afterwards, after a couple of months, you have the chance to see it on Sky. Sky Germany, Italy, Sky England. And you're gonna have the chance afterwards, because we have a world sales company, to see it all around the world, hopefully.
That's awesome. I will put this all in the info box. If this was too fast for you, I wish you an amazing evening. We're going to see the movie later.
Okay.
And I just have to pick up now Lucas Reiber. And
You give him a big hug.
I will.
And enjoy the ride.
Wir sind hier mit Lukas. Wie geht's dir?
Gut. Tagchen.
Woher kennt dich die Community?
Die Community kennt mich wahrscheinlich von Fuck You Goethe 2 und demnächst dann auch von Fuck You Goethe 3. Der kommt am 26. Oktober raus. Und wir haben hier in München gedreht. Deshalb ist es total lustig, gerade hier so ein bisschen durch München zu fahren und die ganzen Drehorte wieder zu sehen und so ein bisschen zu entspannen.
Ihr merkt schon, das Video hat in den letzten paar Minuten einen interesting Turn of Events bekommen, nachdem wir heute Morgen noch bei Agrilution waren und über Vertical Farming geredet haben, geht es heute Abend nur um Film.
Oh shit.
Und Filmpremieren und Schauspiel und alles Mögliche. Und wir nutzen einfach die Zeit, die Jungs zu treffen, wenn sie in München sind, um ein bisschen Zeit mit ihnen zu verbringen. Und mit Lukas, 5 Wochen sind wir jetzt durch Europa gefahren. Und es gibt einen Knopf, den wir auf diesem Armaturenbrett nicht gedrückt haben, weil wir immer versucht haben, so weit wie möglich zu kommen.
Das ist total lieb, dass ihr den für mich aufgehoben habt.
Den haben wir nur für dich aufgehoben.
Das ist total lieb. Ich freue mich total. Ich probiere den nachher dann aus, ne?
Ja. Und dieser Knopf, der befindet sich hier und da steht Sport drauf. Wir wissen wirklich nicht, was passiert. Und deswegen sind wir jetzt auf die Autobahn gefahren und drücken da einfach mal drauf. Jetzt ist aber noch Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzung. Aber das Auto wird auf jeden Fall straffer.
Ja.
Bist du schon mal Elektroauto gefahren?
Ja.
Echt?
Ich liebe das, weil das so richtig anzieht.
Wo bist du schon mal gefahren?
Also es gibt doch diese ganz viel Carsharing.
Carsharing, ja.
Und die haben ja teilweise auch so Elektroautos. Und warte mal, ich glaube, ich bin 2 verschiedene mal gefahren. Die ziehen halt total geil. Du stehst an der Ampel, drückst Gas und so, 80, fuck. So, weißt du, das ist so auch ein bisschen gefährlich, weil die so anziehen. Ich habe mal gelesen, dass irgendwie die Übersetzung oder irgendwas ist total direkt und dadurch ziehen die halt viel schneller als so normale Motoren.
Ja, du hast halt sofort Drehmoment.
Genau.
Das hast du halt bei einem Benziner normalerweise erst ab einem gewissen Drehzahlbereich.
Genau.
Aber genug klugscheißert.
Ja.
Wir sind hier, um Auto zu fahren. Wir müssen jetzt noch ein bisschen geradeaus fahren und dann...
Gibt es denn in München überhaupt diese unbegrenzten Teile der Autobahn? Ja?
Ja.
Sehr gut. Wir würden natürlich niemals in der 80er-Zone schneller als 80 fahren.
Auch niemals.
Das ist ja hoffentlich klar.
Niemals.
Ja, also
Wir haben auch auf dieser 5-wöchigen Autofahrt kein einziges Knöllchen bekommen. Wir sind von der Autobahn wieder in die Stadt gefahren, weil bei der Autobahn war einfach alles beschränkt. Deswegen fahren wir jetzt in der Stadt schnell. Weil es so voll viel Sinn ergibt. Nee, aber wir machen jetzt so ein paar schnelle Beschleunigungen an roten Ampeln, oder?
Ja, Ampelübung nennt sich das.
Ampelübungen. Wo lernt man das? Sonderlee in Berlin.
Ja, da sind so viele Ampeln. Nee, da ist doch immer Stau, da kannst du gar nicht fahren. Katastrophe.
Sonderlee?
Ja.
Ey, ich sehe da
Immer
mal so
Stau.
fette Karren, die
Ja.
durchbeschleunigen.
Und das auch, ja. Da hatte ich meinen Motorradunfall übrigens.
Auf der
So
Sonderlee.
übertrieben voll, Stau und dann kam auf einmal einer aus dem Stau so raus. Ist mir so an die Seite rein. Und ich aber gerade am Überholen gewesen. Deshalb dachte ich so, shit, gibt's jetzt Ärger, aber
Ja.
war alles cool. Nee, die meinten so, ja, die haben überholt, alles cool. Also.
So it was super nice to see all the guys, to see Karim again, to see Lucas, to see Ken and to support him with this first movie as a director. You all have to go watch his movie or see it on any of the platforms where you can see it. We will now start editing the video. It's quite late already. And then we need to sleep because tomorrow is going to be the last travel day of AMPventure. And this has been a blast. The last 5 weeks have been amazing and we want to finish in style. So we need some sleep, and we will see you tomorrow. Ciao, ciao!